Hello guys, and welcome to today's video, and today we're going to be talking about artificial intelligence, or AI. So what is AI, or artificial intelligence? It is the science of making intelligent machines, especially intelligent computer programs. So AI is able to think like humans do. So AI, unlike other technologies, recognize the input and give out appropriate answers according to that situation. They also learn from their surroundings and mistakes to continuously improve. So simply put, it has a human-like brain, which keeps developing and keeps learning from mistakes. So again, AI is the science of making intelligent machines, and AIs think like humans do. They improve, and they give out answers according to the situation. So, like I said before, AIs learn from their mistakes, and by this, the AI was fully able to read moves and even won a game of chess or a game of Go against the best chess or Go players in the world. So here actually is a video I'm going to show you, and this is a video of the best AI, which was called AlphaGo by Google, and that is the best Go artificial intelligence, and it goes against a best Go player. So I'll show you guys with a video even further. So add.
The decade.
Okay.
Human beings played games against computers. At first, computers struggled, but then they started winning.
Watson, what is greed? Yes.
And now they've become so dominant that they're raising doubts about the future of humanity. The latest emblem for existential dread is Google's DeepMind project, which created AlphaGo, an AI program that's become unbeatable at the most complex strategy game on the planet. While the game of checkers has 10 to the power of 20 possible outcomes, and a game of chess has 10 to the power of 40 possible outcomes, Go has more than 10 to the power of 80 possible outcomes. AlphaGo is trained to analyze situations itself by breaking the game down into tiny parts and visualizing all possible moves. Last week, it played the world's best Go player, 19-year-old Ke Jin. With the help of a human handler, AlphaGo beat him 3 times, and after doing what it was designed to do, retired from the game.
在这次比赛完之后，在他继续又不停的进步之后，我觉得他对我而言就是100%。
If a system like AlphaGo can learn all the moves in Go well enough to beat a person, then it has the potential to replace lawyers and accountants, among dozens of other jobs. It might be perfect, but it has no way to navigate human politics. The Chinese government banned the live stream after Zhe lost the first game. The loss to an American company was an attack on the country's pride.
The Chinese government has made a big effort to proclaim that they are moving ahead rapidly in artificial intelligence, and that they will be the people who dominate AI. They have the dreaded Google come in and beat China at its own game. It's just piling insult on top of insult.
But it was more than a national crisis.
对我而言，这是一个伤敌。然后出现这种真的，我对人生啊，包括不仅认为人生啊，有巨大的改变和看法。
Okay. So that was a quick video of maybe like a human versus AI thing. So this person, he was a best player of Go, and that player went against AlphaGo, which was an AI made by Google, and he lost. And it was a really big change in history and how we view AI. And speaking about history, I'll briefly talk about the history of AI. So how was AI like a long time ago? So I have this short diagram here. So from 1950s to 1970s, all the way on the left, it was neural networks. So early work with neural networks stirs excitement for thinking machines. So this idea of neural networks like brought up this idea of what if a machine can think of its own? What if it can do on its own? So that idea of how AI was brought up was during 1950s and 1970s. And now we move on to 1980s to 2010s, and it's pretty recent. So it's more about machine learning, and machine learning becomes popular during those times, and using the AI, of course. And from 2010, so 2011 to 2020, so deep learning, so there had been deep learning breakouts drive AI boom. So what this means is that there has been some complex works with AI that have been done with regards to deep learning during these times, and they use AI to learn, of course, and AI is constantly developing through these years of 2011 to 2020s. And now from 2020 to 2023 we're in currently, it's more about like generative AI that have been developed recently. So I'll be talking about more in detail what really is generative AI. I'll talk about that later on in this video, so be prepared for that. And a disruptive source in popularity. So modern day is really when the AI rises and really comes to power with the addition of generative AI. And that was just a brief history of AI, and we're going to be more focusing on the usage of AI today. So how do we use these artificial intelligence today? So AI is used for multiple purposes. First is chatbot, also known as the generative AI that I talked about before, and it is also used in healthcare, in shopping, in automobiles, in security, in agriculture, and way more. So all of the things that require any human brains or any work that is complex, that can be done with artificial intelligence. Since artificial intelligence really is like a human, it has the brain of a human. You can think of it like that. Now, starting with the generative AI or chatbot. So chatbot, also known as generative AI, responds to your questions you put in and essentially chats with you. It talks with you. So it can provide very helpful information on anything you ask. So the picture on the right here is an example of a generative AI called ChatGPT. And this person asked the chatbot, "How are you doing, ChatGPT?" And as a language model trained by OpenAI, I don't have the ability to experience emotions. So one important thing that this generative AI tells us that AI does not have real emotions. They do have a brain of a human, but they can't really feel emotions. And since, of course, the best they can make is a robot shaped, like human-shaped robots, and they're not gonna feel any emotions. So generative AI is just a brain process of human beings. So this person asked, what is the capital of Kilian Homeworld? And I believe that is maybe like a fictional capital, fictional state maybe. So ChatGPT was able to figure out, browsing through millions of internet searches, that this capital of Klingon Homeworld was some sort of fictional state or country, and the ChatGPT found out the capital and answered it. It's called the First City, and as you can see, you can tell that this is very helpful. Even though it was like a made up, like a fictional world, the ChatGPT was able to identify it was a fictional world and provided the appropriate answer. So what I'm gonna do right now is actually use this ChatGPT. So I have a ChatGPT open right here. So this is free, that is available online on any browsing app. So what I'm going to ask is maybe, since we learned about programming and code about codes last week, maybe I can just ask write some examples of JavaScript codes. Maybe I can ask that. And here are some JavaScript codes for various tasks. So I just asked this generative AI, can you write some examples of JavaScript codes? And it replied, certainly, here are some examples of JavaScript code for various tasks. So again, this is a JavaScript code, continuing with variables and data types, and conditional statements, and loops, and functions, objects, arrays, and way more that are available. If you want more, you can just ask, show me more. It's just like having a conversation with friends, but instead it's not a friend, it's an AI. So show me more, I want to learn more. Okay, there are more. So there is function, there is promises and async, and there is fetch API, event handling, local storage, and way more available codes that I can do and start with. Now, creating a new document, a new page for ChatGPT. I can also ask, what is, let's see, what is the most famous sport in the world? So this is taken by poll. So ChatGPT collected all the polls that are available on Google and any other search engines and collected them, and the answer to what is the most famous sport in the world, of course by poll, by voting, was soccer, also known as football in many countries. It is widely considered the most popular and widely followed sport in the world, and it continues on talking about what football is, what soccer is, and continuing on. Now, I can ask way more besides just this. I can even ask like math questions. Let's say, what is, just type in random things, 8 times 9 times 6 plus 3 plus 8 minus 952 times 98 divided by 4. Just random, right? Let's see if ChatGPT can solve this. And the generative AI actually shows it step by step on what to do. And it produces the final answer here. Negative 22,881. That is the answer to what I just wrote here. And you can really see that these generative AIs can do anything. They can write you an essay, they can solve problems for you. Since it is a working human brain, it can process billions of ideas and gather billions of ideas from different sources online and present them to you. That's how important AI is, and especially this generative AI that's going on recently. Just wanted to say that, add on that ChatGPT was pretty recent, and about like 3 or 2 years ago it was developed and finally published online, and I even use it and it was really helpful. You can ask anything. So, besides chatbot and generative AI, there are also healthcare related AIs. So, AI is used in many health related applications or devices. For this reason, it is often used in hospitals. So, devices such as stethoscope, which automatically detects your heartbeat, telling you if it's too high or too low, and even health applications, which tell you how much you should exercise each day. So if you can actually see in the picture on the right bottom here, it shows you the beats per minute of your heart rate, and it tells you it was 93 BPM 5 minutes ago. And you can see on the activity table that there had been 563, I believe that's the calorie burn that day, and 1,916 steps that you took, and 2.01 kilometers that you ran or walked. So it calculates all of that, and this health application usually creates like a result of like if you're healthy or not, if you're currently underweight or overweight a little bit. It calculates it and tells you that, and even suggests you what to do. Maybe exercise more every day by like 30 minutes, just practice more 30 minutes, and that's all AI. AI is recommending things for you, since it can detect and tell you what to do. So essentially, AI is just noticing what is happening and then telling you what to do through an application or program or device by anything. that's what AI is. Now moving on to AI in healthcare, I would like to briefly talk about shopping as well. So there is AI in shopping. So AI helps people decide on what to buy by the recommendation tab. The recommendation tab automatically recommends products that you may like to buy depending on what you have bought earlier. So many shopping websites currently have these like recommendation tables, which shows you a bunch of things that you are likely to buy. So I have an example here on Amazon, which is the most popular online shopping website. So if I actually click on it here, and I'm logged into my account, see hello Jabin, that's my Amazon account, and you can see here, pick up where you left off. So I was previously searching up this mini Christmas set and Christmas toys and trains, and the AI in Amazon tells me that I was left off there and I should probably continue looking at those. And the AI also recommended me some 4+ star deals for me, and these are all 4+ star that I might like, and this is the whole recommendation tab that I was talking about. And categories to explore is recommending me some things to explore and maybe look into, maybe I'm interested in buying some more digital items to explore. It has this list, and all of these are maybe based on my previous searches that are on the Amazon. So the AI detects and presents me with an answer. Again, this idea of detecting and answering comes in. The AI also, remember, learns from its mistake, like we saw in the chess and go match before. So AI is used in shopping as well. Alright, moving on to automobiles. So it looks fun to be on auto driving car, let's say, like an automatically driving car. It sounds cool, right? But did you know that it also has a form of AI into it? So the car automatically detects the car in front of you and tells the vehicle to slow down or speed up on its own depending on how far they are. So the picture shows that this person is about like a couple feet away from the car, and it shows a danger mark. So the AI in the car processes this. Since it is a brain, it takes in that it is in danger since it is only a couple meters away, and tells the vehicle to slow down. So it is taking in the information from the surrounding and then executing that answer by slowing the car down. So I have this video here which explains further more of this auto driving car, which is very interesting.
Have you ever imagined cars driving themselves without any human intervention? It might sound like a dream, but guess what? It's becoming a reality. There are already some cars on the road that can drive themselves partially, but the researchers are working hard to make fully autonomous cars. In this particular video, we'll explore the fascinating world of autonomous vehicles. We'll uncover the logic behind them, what they actually are, and how do they see, and how they work without human intervention. But before we begin with that, I'd like to request you guys more updates like this. First of all, let's try to imagine that how self-driving cars can see the objects in the surrounding. For that, let's imagine that there is a self-driving car running on the road. Also, to increase complexity, let's say that it's late night with pitch dark, and on a road, there are few obstacles in front of the car. The car now needs to see and understand these objects to make safe decisions without any human intervention. To do this, the car uses smart eyes called sensors. These sensors work like magic, giving the car all the information about the size, shape, and position of the obstacles in just a split second, no matter how dark or tough the conditions are. To achieve this complex task, the car uses a special laser-based tool called LiDAR and a smart communication technology called integrated photonics. LiDAR sends out laser beams that bounces off the objects and come back to the car's sensors, creating a 3D map of a surrounding. It's like a magical blueprint that tells the car where everything is, even tiny details like the button on someone's shirt. But how does it measure the shape and depth of the objects? Well, LiDAR continuously fires laser pulses to measure the distance. For example, if there is a dog in front of a car, One pulse might hit the base of dog's ear, and the next one might reach the tip of the ear before bouncing back. By measuring the time it takes for the pulses to return, the car can understand the shape of dog's ear. With a lot of short pulses, LiDAR renders a detailed profile of the object. The most obvious way to create pulses is to switch the laser on and off. But this makes the laser unstable and affects the precise timing of its pulses, which limits the depth resolution. So it's better to leave it on and use something else to periodically block the light reliably and rapidly. That's where integrated photonics steps in. Integrated photonics uses tiny optical circuits to manipulate light and precisely control its path. It's like having a super smart traffic controller for light. So instead of switching the laser on and off, which can be unstable and affect the timing of pulses, integrated photonics steps in to efficiently block the light at just the right moments. This ensures the laser pulses are delivered with precise timing, resulting in a high-resolution depth map. With this powerful duo of LiDAR and integrated photonics, the car can now create detailed profile of every object it encounters on the road. It's like giving a car superpower to see and understand the world around it. As the car continues its journey, it uses this constantly updating 3D map to navigate safely through the ever-changing environment. It can make split-second decisions, avoid obstacles, and keep everyone on road out of harm's way. Besides these two tools, cars also put a multitude of cameras to use in order to have extra distance calculation factor for optimal decision making. I hope now you guys understand how autonomous vehicles can see and sense the environment around them. Alright, now that the car can see and understand its surrounding, it needs to process all that sensory data to make smart decisions on the road. Now let's suppose an autonomous car is running on one-way lane, surrounded by vehicles coming from the opposite direction on one side and other vehicles moving alongside it on the same lane. The car's smart sensors such as LiDAR and cameras continuously collect information about the surrounding environment. They detect the positions, speeds and trajectories of all nearby vehicles, including those approaching from the opposite direction and those driving alongside our autonomous vehicle. The complex algorithms inside cars' onboard computer come into play. These algorithms analyze all the data gathered by the sensors in real time. They consider various factors like the relative distances, speeds, and the predicted path of other vehicles to understand the potential risks and safe options available. The algorithm follows a set of rules to prioritize safety and avoid any collisions. If there is enough space on the lane, the car may continue driving in its designated lane, maintaining a safe distance from other vehicles. The algorithms ensure that the car keeps a buffer zone and adjusts its speed to prevent any chances of accidents. In a more complex situation, where the lane becomes crowded or the approaching vehicles are too close, the algorithms might make the decisions to slow down or even stop the car temporarily to allow safe passage for other vehicles. This is similar to how human driver would slow down and yield in such situations. The algorithms also continuously adapt to changing conditions. If there are sudden changes in the position or movements of other vehicles, the car's smart algorithms can quickly adjust the driving strategy to ensure safety and smooth traffic flow. Furthermore, the autonomous car can communicate with other smart vehicles on the road, sharing data about its movement and intentions. This communication helps create a collaborative driving environment where all the vehicles work together to avoid conflicts and ensure safe driving. Currently, we don't have complete autonomous vehicles on the road, but intensive research is going on in the industry. However, even the partial autonomous vehicles have also come a long way. As much as these vehicles drive on the road, they keep learning and improving themselves. I mean, have a look at this footage of Tesla Autopilot visualizing surroundings and making decisions. This is quite magical, isn't it? But there is more to come. With today's video, we overlook the fundamental idea of how self-driving vehicles work. I hope this video was informative.
Yeah. The video basically talked about like everything you basically need to know about auto-driving cars. You can see that there are sensors that he talked about which detects how far you are from the other objects, and it sends out this light which reflects back, and that time that it took back, the light took to return back to the car, it shows how long the distance is from the car. So that is a way of measuring distance away from the car. And the AI is programmed to change depending on what the situation is. So AI again detects and tells the vehicle by code, like I talked about last week, to slow down. And if there are no cars that are in front, then the AI tells the vehicle to speed up, perhaps. And that's how all automobiles work, at least what the auto-driving cars are. Now moving on to our final one for today, it's AI in home appliances. So AIs are also used in home appliances, automatically controlling the power of some devices to save electricity. Some appliances also have voice recognition, recognize your voice, and follow your commands. That is all what AI is. So I have this video here that shows Hey Google, Google Home, which is a voice recognizing system which stays at your house and controls your whole house power system. And just remember that this is an ad, so this is not a good representation of how we live, since we do not a lot of people have and uses this often, but this video was just used to show its usage.
Let's check out the Google Pixel 8 Pro, Pixel Watch 2, Pixel Buds Pro, and Pixel...
Okay, so this is Google Home, and it is a speech recognition AI, which responds like a generative AI, but also controls the house. So it is more of like a house appliance. Let's see it.
Okay, Google. Play the morning playlist.
Okay, playing morning playlist.
Okay, Google. Play music in all rooms.
Okay, Google, I'm listening.
Your flight to Portland is delayed by 30 minutes.
Change my dinner reservation tonight from 7:30 to 8.
Your reservation at Andina is now confirmed for 8 p.m.
Hey Google, text Louise, flight is delayed, dinner moved to 8.
Okay, message sent.
Morning.
Hey Google, turn the lights on in Kevin's room.
I thought you finished that already.
I forgot. Okay, Google, what's apples in Spanish?
Manzanas.
Hey Google, has my package shipped?
Yes, it's already shipped. It'll arrive tomorrow.
Ooh, is that for me?
Maybe.
Interesting.
Okay, Google, how many stars are in our galaxy?
Well, there are about 100 to 400 billion stars, according to Space.com.
Which star is closest?
According to NASA, the nearest star system is Alpha Centauri.
Can you show me what it looks like on the TV?
Okay, Google, how's the traffic from Rockville to the airport?
Your normal route has heavy traffic. There's a faster one that'll take about 35 minutes. I've sent it to your phone.
Okay. Let's go.
Dad!
Hey Google, what's on the calendar today?
The first event is Space Day at Kevin's school. It starts at 8 a.m.
Space Day. Are you ready, buddy?
Ready.
Let's go.
Yeah, so that was Google Home, and that is a part of home appliance. And you can see that that is a part of AI as a whole. Since AI listens to your voice, it has a voice recognizing system, and also responds according to what you say. And they might even learn from the mistakes that it made. Maybe it had the wrong power switch, so it had to maybe switch up the code, and maybe switch up the power code that it's controlling. And AI, as I said before, really changes and learns from its experience. It's like a human brain. And again, the video that I just showed you about Google Home, it's pretty much like a bit exaggerated, and since we do not use it that often and not a lot of people have it, so that is just an exaggeration, just letting you guys know. And moving on to what really is the difference between AI and regular machine. So as we wrap up this lecture on AI, I would like to finally talk about the difference between AI and regular machine. So what is the difference? So unlike machines, artificial intelligence learns from its surroundings. It is like a human, but not at the same time. So AI learns from its mistake and try to find a way around it. Machines, however, does the same thing over and over again. So it's almost the exact opposite, but you might get confused between AI and machines. So simply, AIs can think and act on its own, depending on the situation. Machines, on the other hand, can do simple tasks and does not change. So AI changes and gives response according to the situation, while machines just do simple, monotonous tasks, all the boring ones. Now, this is the final statement that I'll make before we end, and everyone uses AI as it is helpful in terms of efficiency and assistance. However, it is quickly towering over humans. You can see how much AI has improved, being able to outsmart humans. So I showed you in the first video that this AlphaGo was able to beat the best player in the world that plays Go, and it was an AI, it was an artificial intelligence. So you can see how this artificial brain is more powerful and becoming more intelligent than ours, all the humans. So although it is helpful, it is important to keep in mind that AI is very much improving. Now, thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, I'll answer them during class this week. So I hope you guys see you there, and thank you for watching again, and bye. I hope you enjoyed it.